for me personally, when approaching the role, it's sort of hard to figure out because there's so many things that he gets hit with. I think that Donnie is what he comes in contact with.
Two for Evil Dead, please.
That'll be $2.
Why are you wearing that stupid bunny suit?
Why are you wearing that stupid man suit? Wake up, Donnie.
I met a new friend.
Real or imaginary?
28 days.
Imaginary.
6 hours. 42 minutes. 12 seconds. Do you believe in time travel?
I'm going to tell you a little story today about a young man whose life was completely destroyed by fear.
Wake up.
You want to tell Mom and Dad why you stopped taking your medication?
I've been watching you. Do you believe in time travel? Wake up, Donnie.
In the simplest terms, like, and most abstract terms, I could say it's a journey. Like, it's just a journey about discovering who you are. And the irony of the whole thing is that, like, hopefully by the end, it's not only Donnie who realizes it, but the audience in a way. And they have to go back and they have to watch it again, and they have to watch it again. But it's just like this ridiculous, fantastic, completely absurd yet completely naturalistic and realistic mixture of humor, like sadness, comedy, and madness, like rolled up in this ball of this like crazy story journey.
And to think he was once a friend of yours. Now he's just one of many who can trip us up. And the list keeps growing.
He's right, you know. Sometimes primitive force is the only way. Helps if there's some kind of legal reason behind it, of course, something outrageous to provoke a response.
President Donald Trump was in Waco tonight for the first rally of his 2024 campaign. It comes on the heels of a possible indictment from the Manhattan District Attorney, which could be days away. Now, it involves a grand jury investigation of Trump's 2016 campaign finances and alleged hush money payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels. Mr. Trump has portrayed himself as a victim of government overreach.
It was a bunch of people that you could tell really loved each other. It was a very caring environment.
What about these people here? They think I'm the Son of God.
They believed that the end of the world is coming soon and that they were going to be in a battle with the federal government.
They were amassing enough armaments to outfit a small army.
The ultimate goal was to arrest David Koresh and to seize all of the illegal weapons.
911, what's your emergency? 75 men around our building and they're shooting at us at Mount Carmel. Tell them their children and women in here to call it off.
For the media, this is a big damn story.
Very ugly situation, almost a warlike zone going on there.
Get that camera out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here!
David made such statements as, "We are ready for war."
Hey there, everyone. I'm Ayman Mohyeddin coming to you live from MSNBC headquarters in New York, where we are following two big breaking news stories at this hour. Right now, a deadly attack on a church in Michigan has left at least 2 people dead after a gunman's wild rampage that ended with the church on fire. A news conference is just about 30 minutes away. We're going to bring that to you live when it gets underway. We are also following major political news right here in New York City. Mayor Eric Adams has dropped out of the New York City mayoral race. We're going to talk about the impact of that ahead as well. But we begin our coverage at the moment with the breaking news out of Grand Plank Township in Michigan, about an hour north of the city of Detroit. Authorities there are still combing through the rubble at a Mormon church following an active shooter that took place Sunday morning. It was followed by a massive fire. As I mentioned, the police there are saying at least 2 people are dead and up to 9 others have been injured. We are awaiting a news conference at the top of the hour with more details. Here's what the Grand Plank police chief had to say just a short while ago. Take a listen.
What we know right now is that a 40-year-old suspect from Burton, he's a male, he drove his vehicle through the front doors of the church. He then exited his vehicle, firing several rounds at individuals within the church. 10 gunshot victims have been transported to local hospitals at this time, including one who has been deceased. During all this incident as well, there was a fire that occurred, and we believe that was deliberately set.
Okay, y'all been preparing 8 months for this. How long do you think we've been preparing?
I don't think there's any question she's coming out.
Coming out.
As a negotiator, our goal was always saving as many lives as you can.
We have moved in, we've taken that turf, and we're not leaving.
We got children in there. Let's work on getting these kids out.
They came in and attacked us.
It definitely was not us that shot first.
You could have dropped a bomb on us and we would not have come out.
We'll see one of the holes here.
David knew he was dying.
If he died, game over.
They believed that David Koresh was the key to their eternal salvation.
A lot of people have told me that he was trying to groom me.
There's no doubt that David Koresh had sex with young kids.
The whole time we were having sex, it was a Bible study.
That's insanity.
You're a damn liar!
If I pull the trigger, Lita's dead. The kids are safe. They all come out. It's over.
Do you put your trust in the Lord?
I am the Lord.
When President Trump first arrived, they played a tribute video and song recognizing people who have been convicted for their role in the violence at the U.S. Capitol on January 6th.
The Washington Post tracked down alumni and former administrators at the New York Military Academy to learn more about the president's school records. Mark Fisher wrote that piece. He's a senior editor for the Washington Post. Mark, thanks so much for joining us. What did administrators and alumni at the New York Military Academy tell you about efforts to keep the president's school records hidden in 2011?
Well, it was shortly after Donald Trump made that statement that Michael Cohen referenced about telling President Obama that he had been a terrible student and he should release his own academic records. Within hours after that statement, the administrators at the New York Military Academy, where President Trump went to high school, received word from wealthy alumni who were friends of Mr. Trump, ordering them to go find Trump's academic record, remove it from the school, and hand it over to them, supposedly for safekeeping.
Simply put, this country and this world benefit from your commitment to Jesuit principles, to being men.
As a graduate of another great Jesuit institution, Xavier University, I have great affection for the value and purpose of a Jesuit education.
President Trump, who attended Fordham, a Jesuit university, came face to face today with the first Jesuit pope. The rest is history.
Oh, this is great. Thank you.
Pope Francis has died. He was 88 years old. Pope Francis, born Jorge Mario Bergoglio, was elected in 2013 after Pope Benedict XVI resigned, ushering in a more modern era for the Catholic Church.
The Pope, struggling to speak for long periods, used an aide to deliver one of his final messages, a condemnation of policies that stir up contempt for the vulnerable, the marginalized, and the migrants.
E.T. was there as Francis, the first Latin American pontiff, made various visits to the U.S.
In the land of the free, at the home of the brave.
I got in. I'm going to Harvard.
Hey, we should totally throw a party. I mean, Mom and Dad are gone, and it's Halloween carnival. We can totally get away with it.
Okay. It has to be small, right?
Water balloons and a dozen rolling toys. I stole 4 beers from my dad. We got it good.
He's one of the unforgettable faces of the January 6 riots, the so-called QAnon shaman, Jacob Chansley. And now he and his mother are talking to Inside Edition. Chansley is on his mother's speakerphone, calling in from federal prison in Oklahoma, where he's serving a 41-month sentence for his role in the chaos. How are you doing?
Considering the fact that I'm not in solitary confinement anymore, I'm better than I was when I was in solitary.
He famously led the insurrectionists through the Capitol, making his way to the Senate dais, even leaving a threatening note for Vice President Mike Pence.
It's only a matter of time. Justice is coming.
But what happened last week when they took a shot at my hero? And they tried to kill the next president of the United States. Enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again.
Maybe it's the calm before the storm.
What's the storm?
Could be the calm before the storm.
What storm is
We have the world's great military people in this room, I will tell you that. And we're going to have a great evening. Thank you all for coming.
What storm, Mr. President?
You'll find out.
it soon.
A storm is coming, Frank says.
A storm is coming. Our storm.
Basic principles of time travel are there. You got your vessel and your portal. The vessel can be just about anything, most likely a spacecraft.
Like a DeLorean.
Aircraft.
You know, I love that movie, the way they shot it. It's so, like futuristic, you know?
42 minutes, 12 seconds. That is when the world
Listen, why don't you come work for me?
What do you have in mind?
Something you were born to do.
Welcome to room 9.
Looking good, number 9, looking good.
Where's your dignity?
Basic principles of time travel are there. You got your vessel and your portal. The vessel can be just about anything, most likely a spacecraft.
Like a DeLorean.
Aircraft.
You know, I love that movie, the way they shot it. It's so, like futuristic, you know?
6 hours, 42 minutes, 12 seconds. That is when the world will end.
There would be headlines in the papers. Even the grown-up gangs who ran the betting at the All-In Wrestling and the Barrow Boys would hear with respect of how Old Misery's house had been destroyed. It was as though this plan had been with him all his life, pondered through the seasons, now in his 15th year, crystallized with the pain of puberty. What is Graham Greene trying to communicate with this passage? Why did the children break into Old Misery's house? Joni?
They wanted to rob him.
Joni, if you had actually read the short story, which at a whopping 13 pages would have kept you up all night, you would know that the children find a great deal of money in the mattress, but they burn it. Donnie Darko, perhaps with your recent brush with mass destruction, you can give us your opinion.
Well, they say it right when they flood the house and they tear it to shreds, that, destruction is a form of creation, so the fact that they burn the money is ironic. They just want to see what happens when they tear the world apart.
Do you have any suspects?
Has anyone been arrested?
What actions will you take as a result of this?
Could this be a communist plot? What happened?
Apparently a Dutch communist broke in and set the fire. Police have him under arrest.
Deutschland, Deutschland, über alles, über alles in der Welt. Wenn es jetzt zu Schuss und Trutze, brüderlich zusammenhält.
This will be the year the American people say enough is enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Donald Trump Museum, dedicated to America's #1 citizen and America's greatest living folk hero, the one and only Donald Trump. Learn the amazing history of the Trump family.
Somebody criticized me the other day because they asked me what I do, and I said, I'm going to bomb the shit out of them. It's true. I don't care.
And I guess I have some very good enemies, and I like it that way somehow. And I really believe in trashing your enemies.
Inside, you will learn how Donald Trump's father left him a large inheritance.
Nobody's going to do more women than Donald Trump. That I can tell you. That I can tell you. And I think they know it.
Discover how in 2016 Donald Trump successfully lobbied to legalize gambling.
Part of the beauty of me is that I'm very rich.
He wants to run for president and move on into the White House. Why not?
Share in the stupidity of the average American as they made him the 45th president of the United States.
That will easily go down as the greatest president in the history of the United States. Me, Donald John Trump.
No! Hey, no! Hey, wait, you come with us upstairs. There you go, Sonny. We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
The easy way.
$13 figures. Well played. That was some risk.
I was very careful with Ernie collaborating with me every step of the way to be able to find the movie narrative inside this dense forest of Ernie's profound imagination.
The Oasis being the ultimate toy box with all the toys in the world, and then playing that with one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. It results in just amazing action and such a fun adventure.
Ernest Cline is such a visionary, and I think has seen the future before any of us possibly could even imagine it.